This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, January the 1st, 2013. Now, our first look at the Zero-Z GFS model run. This is at noon today. We have a storm system departing to our south and east, another moving in to California, but the main story is going to be across the area, the cold conditions across the state. Highs today in the teens to near 20. After morning lows at or below zero. We see heading into Wednesday, we see a disturbance moving to our north. This may squeeze out a few light snow showers in the northern counties, especially in north central and northwest Iowa, but that quickly moves to the east on Thursday. The cold air is reinforced, highs likely in the teens to lower to middle 20s, lows in the single digits above and below zero. But then we head into Friday, and high pressure will be to our south, so winds will back around to the south and west, but with the snow cover, that'll mean highs in the 20s to maybe lower 30s in the south and west. But unfortunately, that don't last long. Saturday, cold air comes back as the 540 line dives back south of the state. Maybe a flurry or two in northwest Iowa. Highs likely back in the teens to lower 20s once more. Sunday, maybe moderating again with a high pressure to our south and winds switch back to the west and southwest, so maybe highs in the 20s to near 30 again on Sunday. And on Monday, maybe a little bit warmer, maybe a degree or two warmer. Mid to upper 20s to lower to middle 30s, the lower to middle 30s where there's less snow on the ground, mainly in the south and far west. Week from today, we have a system to our south and west we need to watch out for. Some energy over Arizona, otherwise a big vortex over Hudson Bay and northern Quebec. And with this pattern, we will see warmer conditions, maybe highs maybe into the 30s by this point if this is right. Winds out of the south and all the cold air shunted back to the north, but this could change in future models. A couple of days later on the 12th, we have a pretty deep system moving across the Great Lakes in the upper Midwest, and this will bring another shot of cold air down, unfortunately. So if you think the cold air is leaving, it's not going to be leaving long. This would, in this case, have a departing snowstorm moving away from us, so we could have a decent storm around the 11th through 12th. And at the end of the forecast on the 16th, we have a system to our south and southeast with another trough and some more energy up to our north and west, ridge over the west. And this would bring another shot of cold air down with a few flurries or light snow showers if this is right, but mainly dry around our neck of the woods westward and fairly active to the east. Last night's satellite image showed the storm system with the plume of cloudiness from Texas, Oklahoma into Missouri, Arkansas, and then eastward to the mid-Atlantic and southern New England coast, with some rain and some snowy weather down there, and the rest of the nation is fairly quiet, as is the watch warning map from last evening. We had some winter weather advisories in Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and into Indiana, some fog issues further to the south, and some freeze warnings in the desert southwest and California. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock showing virtually nothing around here, maybe a little bit to measure. Most of the heavy precipitation will be along the Gulf Coast.